It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
And we're Bids.
And Bob.
Shout out to our official sponsor,
Bel Air Rosette.
Pick it up anywhere it's sold.
Gang.
It's your girl, Monique the Star.
This Ferg H&F Entertainment.
And we just poured up with beers and bottles.
It's your girl, Love Mags, and I just poured up with beers and bottles. And GL gonna eat my booty after this.
Yeah. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Beers and bottles. Flyers. Bad as models. Pop. Pop and pop.
Yeah. It's your main man, PBM Louie.
It's the homie GL.
We're Bids.
And bottles.
Here with our special guest.
Love Mags.
Okay, who else?
Monique the Star.
Ferg.
So we do. I know y'all see the set.
Yeah.
It's a little different today. We want to do something different.
We got a
right?
lot going on today.
You know what I mean? We got some real, you know, people here today. You know, Ferg, one of my real friends. You know, one of my guys. You know what I mean? Right. So, you know, we wanted to have this real different type of conversation. I know you live a certain type of lifestyle. Mags live a certain type of lifestyle. We started getting to know Monique, right? You know what I mean? So
who's starting to get my band new Monique?
I'm talking about the homie GL.
What's up,
GL, you know what I mean? So,
so
we just, I wanted to put this bunch together and just have these real conversation, real life dialogues. Me and GL, this kind of like really a GL episode. This more so.
Finally, it's like that.
He kind of like produced this episode. He wanted to put something like this together, and I said, yo, I need some unique people up here, you know what I mean, to really chop it up with that, you know what I mean, see life different and got a different lens on life. The homie GL, go ahead, take it away, my boy.
Well, being as though this is a lifestyle podcast, so we got to have lifestyle questions. Man, one of the main ones we wanted to bring to the table is how y'all feel about when a man fly a woman out. What's expectations?
Right.
Ferg, you as the fly outer.
You know what I mean?
You as the fly out E. You know what I'm saying?
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, go ahead. Be honest, you feel me?
I mean, realistically, she know what she came here to do.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck, suck, have some fun.
Have some fun.
That's a good answer.
So what's the expectations, though, when you flying out a woman? Like, what you think she should already expect outside of that? You know what I mean? Outside of just having sex.
I mean, a good time. She with a real
It's all
nigga.
expenses on you?
Yeah, you taking care of everything.
Why not? I'm flying her out. Why not?
She just got to bring her clothes. That's it.
Just bring your Gucci.
Bring it. I don't even bring the clothes. Just bring the cat.
Max, what's your expectation if a man flying you out? What you expect to do?
What you mean?
Bring the mic a little closer.
What you mean? What we mean? Don't be shy.
Everything is paid for.
Everything
number
paid for.
one.
Right.
Like you said, I'm just bringing my coochie.
And that's it. But you with it. You already know for sure that you gotta fuck. You already know that you gotta fuck.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get drunk and not fuck them.
Wow, is that a
You
tactic?
gonna blame it on you too drunk?
I'm gonna just go to sleep.
I'm saying
That's how you get up out there.
You there for the weekend?
But you do it to him one time.
The whole weekend? Oh man,
Who flew you out?
right?
Boy.
That's the.
Who flying you out?
So when
How you
get
feel
gotta
about
get
that?
drunk
You
too.
gotta ask her,
Yeah.
give her a sec, check this week.
I mean, how I feel about it, I'm going to have fun. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like, I mean, sometimes guys ain't really looking for just to fly you out just to fuck though.
Right.
Honestly speaking, so
Right.
sometimes
Yeah, he
I'm
still
just
want to have fun.
yeah, still want to have fun, especially like if
Right.
we in a no jet. I gotta still, if you fly me out, that's what you want to do. So
Right.
I gotta still, you know what I mean, check the temperature.
So when you go in there, basically when you go there, you like
that's
you on
not like the first thing that's on my mind.
Right.
So the first thing on my mind, like, he flew me out, so that means he want to have fun. That means he want to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? It's our time, so it's like,
right.
I mean, but that's not the first thing. I hop off the plane, like, all right.
So whatever happens.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like
Because
just chilling.
a man's main reason to just even live is to procreate, just to have sex. So if I fly somebody out, the first thing I'm thinking about is having sex, and then everything, then fun later.
Yeah.
And then other types of fun later.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. I fly you out. Let's hit this bedroom real quick. Then we go all the beaches you want. Let's hit the what you want to buy. Let's go do all that afterwards. That's just me personally.
Respectfully, though, you know.
You know what I mean? If I was to fly somebody out,
If
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Different
Years
life.
ago.
Yeah, that was
Right.
years.
That's Cat. My boy.
So you a whole
Not my boy.
Mickey Mouse.
So being that y'all in the lifestyle that y'all live, I know y'all get offered that often. How do y'all decide who to say yes to and who not? Like, I know you got to dub some of the requests. You can't just let everybody fly you out.
Oh, if I don't know that nigga, like
Even if you know him, you can
Even
still
if-
be a weirdo.
everybody's weird.
Max, pull my
Everybody's
shit, me.
weird. Everybody's weird. Number one.
Shit, me, I'm the
All these
coolest
hoes
nigga
ain't getting
ever.
flued out, though.
I mean, me personally, I I live a certain type of lifestyle, so I can't really adapt to certain people, or can't really.
That's
I
a
gotta
fact.
check the temperature, so I can't just say you want to fly me out. Like,
Right.
Who
And-
sent you? You know
and
what I'm
what-
saying? So like, I can't really do it like that. Like, you
Right.
know?
And what you said, Ferg, everybody ain't getting flew out, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
everybody.
definitely ain't getting flued
So what's
out.
the criteria to
What's
flying
the
the chick out?
Good question.
Yeah.
I mean, she gotta be a vibe, Lou. Like she gotta be a vibe, good head on the shoulder. We can't fly no bimbos out. Me personally, I'm not
Right.
flying no bimbos out. No Hillary Banks or no Kelly Bundys.
Right here.
You know what I'm saying? She gotta be a whole vibe. We gonna have some fun. Whatever happens, happens.
You flying them to the city, to Newark, to the hood, or you flying them to on another island? I'm saying they come from.
Oh,
different
like, I mean,
places.
if they
Wouldn't.
what
I'm to know it.
if they want to
Nah,
come see what's
sometimes you
going on?
gotta
if
let
they
them see
from-
how you live, man.
We had some
Pretty
things
right
from
there.
out here from Canada or with Somalia, and they wanted to come to the hood. They speak a different language, so we flew them out here. They came out here. They had a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Good
what I'm
time.
trying to say. It's different. It depends on where you from.
right.
You know what I mean? Because think about it. We fly to Houston. That's somebody's hood too.
Right.
We fly to Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we flying people out,
Yeah, flying
that's
to
just
Atlanta
really for the
definitely
link up.
like flying to Jersey.
Sometimes the place matter depending on them. I guess
Who
the
you are,
level
like,
of the
too,
relationship.
like-
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
what is expected. But if you figure you dealing with a chick, right? It's my personal opinion. I'm just my thoughts. You know what I mean? If you dealing with a chick and you say you live a certain type of lifestyle, we see you shine in a certain type of way.
Right.
Let's see how you really live. What's that apartment looking
Okay, I
like?
get
Right,
you.
What's
right.
that house looking like?
Get
Don't
you.
bring me to the you know what I mean, the
To
bubble
the-
crib.
Yeah.
Remember you just popping, you know what I mean? Just
Right,
just
right.
the dugout. Don't bring me here, bring me to the real crib. Show me how something look. But Max, why you all quiet now? This ain't how you is on live. Keep it.
What am I supposed to be saying?
Let's really talk about
You
it.
talking?
Yeah, talk your shit.
Just tell us one of your flew out stories then,
Yeah,
since
tell
you're
us
so
one of them
quiet.
stories when they
I
flew
know
you
you
out.
have a few of
And then
them.
go to maybe the way you thought.
How
it
that
was gonna
went?
Okay. I met this guy in a club, and he said he needs to go out to Miami for work. So he asked me, did I want to come with him? Only know him for like a couple of days, but I still went with him. And yeah, like long story short, we got drunk every day.
Right.
How long was you down there for?
Probably like 5 days.
Woo, that's a real trip.
Yeah.
We
might
got
have really
drunk
been
every
working.
day. That's when I was at the Fontainebleau.
Right.
We got drunk every day, did everything around the hotel. But then,
You said you did everything as far as like activities, whatever. it is.
yeah. But then, like, I woke up one day after being drunk, and I had like scratches on my booty. I don't know if he like tried to move me off the couch.
He moved them drawers to the side.
Nah.
Fuck you think
tryna
happened?
feel you?
Them nails was too sharp. He was like, oh.
And then, like, my drugs was missing, my weed was missing out my bag, and I was
Oh, wow.
just like upset because now I got these scratches on my ass, and my weed gone, and like I don't smoke no weed but my weed. Then you gonna go get me some stepped on weed from the strip.
Oh my god.
So he smoked
So
your weed.
do you know if he wasn't named? Did he took it or not? Or
I don't know. I don't know.
You seriously
He
don't know?
probably was mad because I kept going to sleep on him.
Oh man.
Nah, we
So
gonna
he like,
gonna
this
get you
last
drunk.
night,
Yeah,
bitch, you not
yeah,
going
yeah,
to sleep tonight.
And I'm
Put
smoking
that
your
dick in
weed.
your mouth. You ain't
I don't,
gonna
he probably
sleep
threw
yet.
that shit out.
Nah, he smoked that.
But I
know.
started wilding like, where the fuck is my shit?
So
I started bugging
he
on
took
him. He
he
went
took
to go
you, he
get
took
some
you shopping that story?
Who, him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small shit.
Yeah. Like I had fucked up my slippers.
Right,
Or
right.
something like. No bags though. I don't know who this nigga is.
He cool.
So, but in your sober mind, you didn't give him no pussy.
No.
You went down there with intention on not giving him no pussy.
I told you, you get a little bit. You ain't about to be dogging me the whole trip though. Like,
Oh, so you was gonna give him some, but you just wasn't.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
What you mean? That's
It's mandatory. Go ahead and say it. That's what we want to hear.
Tell the
I'm
truth.
just saying we
We
all
want to, you know what it is.
wrong.
We want to hear from your perspective. You know, and one thing to say, yeah, we grown
We
and all
all
that. That's a
wrong.
different thing. You know what I mean? You telling us a story. You want to know the deep details, like what actually happened through the whole trip. What strip clubs y'all hit. You know what I mean? How you sucked it. If you have fun with it, whatever the situation was. We're just saying. We just want to.
How he was eating that cat.
Right. Whatever, but you basically just told the rape story. You just
Took
told
all the spice away from that.
No.
You just told the rape story.
You
That
want me
ain't
to
it.
talk about? Come
You
on.
done took that shit.
Yeah, you just said you woke up with scratches on your ass.
No, we didn't do it though.
Oh, that's why I said, did he take it from me?
No.
That's all I was saying. I was
These
asking
thoughts
you
is
that.
Louis' thoughts.
He
Louis'
probably tried to move me because he was down there for work,
He moved them panties
Right,
to the side.
and he
Right.
needed the couch for the little video chat.
Right. Yeah.
So-
And he moved you by your ass.
Right.
He couldn't pick my big ass up.
Oh, okay. He was a little nigga.
He wasn't that little, but
She was too big for him.
Let's-
So let me
let's
ask you
move
this
along. Let's
question.
move
Let
along.
me ask you this question. You know, you in the music industry.
Yes.
Anybody ever came at you like that? Favor, try to trade favors for favor to give me this and I get this.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
Tell us one of those stories that would creep you out the most.
Tell the story you told me.
Which one?
Well, damn, which one?
The last one.
Which one I told you about? I mean, a lot of guys come crazy. They expect because I can sing, or they expect because of, I come around pretty girl, say like, yo, let me check you out to eat, or we going, you know what I'm saying, or let me do this, let me do that. But it be like weird time, like they start doing like weird time. So we'll do a song, then they'll bust a move on me, like, yo, nah, we ain't doing that.
Super weird.
They
So
super
business
weird.
is business.
So business is business with me, but a lot of them, they like to. I mean, they want what they want. Sometimes they be like, "Oh, let me get a feature," or, you know what I'm saying, I'll take you out to dinner. But I know it'd be like super weird time, like they just wanna fuck on me.
Right.
So I don't.
So
me,
tell
I
us
like
one
what
of,
I
tell
like.
us one of them stories about somebody specific. You don't have to say their names, but I'm just saying it's like something happened. You was chilling. He's doing this song, and we need to know them details.
Yeah, so I goes to the studio, and this is another one. I go to the studio. We go to the studio, and I didn't even get to even do the feature. I didn't even get to I just listened to the beat, and then I got extremely annoyed. So we listen to the beat, we chill, vibing. And I always probably, sometimes if I don't take one of my brothers, or I just go by myself.
Right.
So I guess he thought it was a go.
Yeah.
So we in the studio, we listen to the beat. So, we chilling, he's sitting right here. Next thing you know, he moving around. So, I stands up because when I get in the mode and I like the beat, I stand up so I can, get the vibe. Get the vibe.
Right.
So now I stands up. I'm like, what the hell you go? But I don't see him. Then sometimes I'm into it. I turn around, he behind me, like, oh.
You trying to get a lap dance in the
What's
stew?
going on? So I'm like, yeah, what's going on? He like, nah, I'm just saying you. No, you're not saying
Not my boy.
anything. Yeah, not my boy. You're not saying anything. Like, you gotta calm down.
You got to get up out of there.
Yeah, or sometimes I see different artists. They, some of them they be like, they from Newark. I ain't gonna say his name, but he'll send their security over. If the girl in the club with him, strip club with him, so as big, my man's gonna talk to you. What you talking about? Like, oh, nah, I'm good. It just be weird time. Like, come to me and talk to me. Don't sing it.
Are you in a relationship or are you single?
I'm single.
So you still not taking advancement from it, or it's just about the approach?
It's about the approach, and I like what I like.
Right,
And
right.
I don't. If you come around and you flash the money and you say, oh, I have guys that even come in the studio, they start making up these weird stories. They start talking about how many guns they got, how much money they got.
Not what it is.
Yeah. It happens. Yeah, it
All the
happens.
people that
It happens
killed.
a lot, and they be like, all the
77
people-
guns.
Yeah. So the last time I was in Clico's studio. And people was talking. It'd be a lot of people, so I'm like, respectfully, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't deal with the politics. I don't want to be. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to be like, yeah, such and such was around when he said. I don't want to hear none of it. So so they try to get my attention on a lot of things, and I be like, no, it's like a bozo move. Like, you don't got to do that to get my attention.
Right.
Just be regular.
So how a nigga get your attention?
Just being regular.
Nah, but it got to be something specific.
No,
Think
but
about
to
it.
be honest with you, bro, it's really not nothing specific. It's really like, say for instance, we all vibing, right? Say we in the studio, right?
Right.
And y'all just being regular.
Chilling.
That I like shit like that.
Right.
That'll make me talk. That'll make me push up on you fast and you push up on me.
So look, when y'all see her, be regular.
Be regular.
Be regular.
Whatever that is.
Be yourself.
Be your motherfucking self, cause I'm a
Hey Ferg, we about to get deep on you now. We about to ask you a question. Like,
Pause.
You know what I
I
mean?
ain't
No
about
pause.
to get deep on Ferg.
No homo.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Pause.
Yo. So look, Ferg. You know you in a relationship with a woman for years. Just say, you know what I mean. She put in work, whatever the situation may be.
Okay.
Two different scenarios. One, you in a relationship for years. One, you know what I mean, maybe a year or two in with. Is it your responsibility to pay all the bills? Y'all going 50-50. What's your response?
How I was raised, you pay all the bills.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just saying real shit. I mean,
Right.
It's 7 of us. 7 boys, 1 girl. It's 8 of us. 7 boys, 1 girl. My mother and father still married 57 years. Married.
Right.
So that's all I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I hold that part, the end of the stick down. But you know, we got the independent chicks out here, so
Right.
they just don't. They don't know nothing
Why
about
you
it.
do this, bro?
What? Because there's a lot of them.
You said that.
No, it's
That's like
respectful.
sarcastic.
Oh, my bad. I don't want no problem.
No.
But
Me firstly,
but-
go ahead, yeah.
But Ferg, if you paying all the bills, what she do with her bread? That's what I be wanting to know. When a nigga take care of everything,
That's a good
what's her
fucking
responsibility
question.
for her
I
money?
mean, she could do utilities, PSE&G, cable.
But is it mandatory?
I
Does she
mean,
have to do it?
Not necessarily food shopping, little shit like that. That ain't about nothing.
but
Food
she ain't
shopping.
just keeping all her money
No,
to the
she
net.
could do PSE&G water bill if you got a house, little sewer bill. You know niggas that got houses. We understand this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like little shit like that. She can handle that.
But nothing is mandatory though.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Max,
But she
what's your
gonna do
position
that
on it?
though. She gonna do that though. She gonna handle
The woman that you with.
Right.
What's your position on it? If you with a man,
He taking care of everything.
all the bills.
Everything.
Everything.
Groceries,
You're not doing
lights, gas,
You're not
money.
paying
not
groceries
doing
or
nothing?
I could do the groceries.
All right. Question for
No,
you.
no
how
gas
many?
bills?
How many times like you giving it up? Like that's your nigga. How many days a week you fucking and sucking and cooking and cleaning?
Whenever he wanted.
Okay. So my bad. Respectfully.
Me, I think a household should work how the household works. So whatever works for her works for me. My household is like a 70-30 household. I pay 70%. My wife paid 30%. You know what I mean? You figure my rent is like $3,400. She'll give me $400. I pay all the food. She'll pay the gas and light.
So I guess I'm just
You know what I
a
mean?
big fat dummy then.
What happened?
But you giving up half?
Oh, I do everything.
Was you single though?
No.
Yeah, I'm married.
This is this is the problem that I have. And like, I have a problem in the relationships that I have been in. It's just, I guess, because of how I was raised, and raising my own in the streets and stuff like that. So I have a thing where I understand people. Sometimes people get, stuck. They don't know which way to go. So it's like when I end up in relationships, they be like, they just have so many problems, So sometimes I just be like,
problem
it
solver.
ain't even sometimes, all the time. I just like, I
You
got
pay for all of it?
and then I wound up being the one carrying everything.
Let me
I just got
let me keep it real with you, right? I'm gonna be a honey bun dunny with you now.
Yeah.
I'm a real
what?
street nigga too. I was once one of them niggas before.
right.
So I understand what you're saying. The woman I'm with now, I've been with 11 years. It wasn't always this guy you see before you.
Right.
Just keeping it real.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I done made hundreds of thousands and lost hundreds of thousands and made hundreds of thousands and lost hundreds of thousands and then just didn't have no money, period. And then I've been times when I've been cuffed. So I experienced, my life been a roller coaster. Maybe these past 6 to 7 years probably haven't, but for the most part it's been a roller coaster up and down. So it's been a time period where I had not a dollar to bring to the table. But all I had was
But
ideas.
it's not even that. It's not even that. I mean, I meet them and they be like, okay, it'd be like, shit, they hit me with the infamous, shit fucked up, or
Yeah, it's
they
fucked
just
up right
come how
there.
they come, and I was like,
You shouldn't be
I
messing
got
with
you.
them dudes. Then that's
Right.
That's too
that's something
early.
with you.
But you know
Well,
what?
that's too
But it ain't even that though. It'd be good in the beginning, like it'll show for something in the beginning.
Right,
But then
right.
it's like everything will be like, it's just on me, But me being who I am, I understand. Sometimes people get stagnated and they don't know which way to go. So I just like, I got you. But now it's like I'm tired of doing that. Like
That's
you know
an
what I'm saying?
excuse a lot of us got coming
So
from the
do you think
community
that's an
come with.
excuse that guys just
Yeah,
like
that's an excuse for men a lot of times. Let me tell you why. We be in our own way.
Facts.
Niggas be afraid to go get jobs.
That's a fact.
Like, oh, my niggas gonna look at me different if I go get a job. Let me tell you a story recently, right? My
Okay.
little bro, I ain't gonna say no names. He gonna
Okay.
see this. He gonna say something. One of my little bros, I'm a man. I do what mans do.
right.
One of my little bros said, yo, they were staying at with different people. You know what I mean? They said they needed something. They wanted somewhere. I said, bro, I don't even live that life no more. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but what I can do, my people's own McDonald's. You know, I do the what's the name with it every year.
Right.
McBoss Lee.
Yeah, on Springfield.
Yeah.
That's my block. That's why I'm from Elzahana.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, yo, I could get you a job here, and you get, you know what I mean? She
Yeah,
gonna pay you
one-
18 an hour, and you gonna work overnight, doing
Yeah.
clean up,
18
and then you
is
gonna what's the
clean.
name?
That's clean.
He like, nah, son, they gonna look crazy. That niggas gonna talk crazy to me. Da, 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 da. I mean, and then I convinced them to have a conversation. I convinced them to come meet with her. So she did the favor for me. Met with him. We had the conversation with him. He's like, bro, I can't do it, bro. I can't. It's not in my heart, bro. I can't do it. So I just gave him $200 and just wrote him off. Like, yo, bro, like.
How that worked out?
And how
for
he
him?
felt about like how he when
Still
he took
fucked
when you
up.
gave
He
him the
locked up now.
$200, how did he feel?
He locked up now. He went outside. He said he just need. You know what I'm saying?
But that 18.
No, I ain't talking about him.
But that 18 an hour was clean.
It was clean,
young.
man.
It was a young kid. Like he ain't.
He in his 20s, probably like 22.
There's nothing wrong with that. 18 is clean.
He ain't even seen life yet.
18 is.
It
He
was like
wasn't
even
it
finished.
was start like 6. It was like 6 to like 4 in the, to like 3 in the morning. You was gonna get 3 days,
It's a
10
good
hours.
Right when
chance.
the same-
Niggas wasn't even seeing you.
Right.
For real,
That's
for real.
crazy.
No, and I always try to put my
That's
people.
pride.
It's
in
nighttime.
Right.
I always-
18 an
I always
hour
try
is
to
clean
put-
at 22.
Right.
At 22, like
for sure. And and especially when you sleep in the people's houses.
Yeah.
he had
You ain't got no choice.
That could have helped you get up
And
out of it.
I think a lot of times we forget the struggle. We forgot where we came from. Like if you think sleeping at somebody's house something different, you different. I remember back in the day. Remember GL, the homie GL. I came home, right. I lost everything I had. I'm from foster home nigga, so I'm staying in the shelter a little bit. So when I'm staying in the shelter, I said, yo, let me get some. I got some work, and I stood in Tangier hallway for 3 weeks until I could be able to get a little room.
Yeah.
I stood in the hallway 3 weeks. I made $3,600. Got me a little room
You up out of there.
in the hallway.
Like,
And
and
I
somebody-
hustle. I'm back and forth outside. So when nighttime, when it's 4 in the morning, I'm sleeping in the hallway,
That's facts.
stinking. And then I came back outside. Just keeping it real, bro. This keeping it real. Next thing I know, 2 months later, I'm up 35,000.
Yeah.
hey man.
And I bought a new whip. I'm
Hey,
outside.
man.
I'm back like I
Look.
never left.
This
Feel me?
Louis I know with the dreads.
Get
This
you a
the
$500 hoopty to get you
Nah,
the
he gonna
ADV.
go get some
No,
shit
no,
to show off.
I go get crazy shit.
That sound like my boy.
Yeah, I go get crazy shit, and then I run it back up again. But the problem is with me at that time is, I don't believe in God, but everybody gonna have their own opinion about
Right,
that,
right,
whatever,
right.
whatever.
Not
I
my
don't
boy.
believe.
Believe in something.
And when I say to God, I don't believe in God how probably like a normal person believe in God. I believe in a higher power, but not probably how a normal person believe in God, right? So, my thoughts is different. How I think about things are different. And that concept kind of kept me only depending on me. You know what I mean? When you feel like you ain't got nobody else, so you got to go get it the best way you know how. How do y'all feel about the God concept? Where y'all at with it?
I love Jesus.
Yo, whore.
What?
You said what? What you say?
Jesus' name, your whore.
Oh, I thought he
I
said
thought he
something.
said I'm a whore.
I thought he said the same shit.
You said a whore.
I
didn't
told
say
you
that.
this.
I about to say cuz.
The table almost
I
got
said
kicked.
You should have did that out of the moment.
That was crazy.
I about to say. I want to say.
Shorty did Q-tip. Oh, ain't no
Yeah.
way.
Nah, everybody heard
No,
the
he said
same
Jehovah.
thing.
He
Right?
said Jehovah. But I thought you should say shit.
No, I believe in
Ferg, where y'all at? Just when your relationship. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm
You Muslim, right?
Yeah, I'm Muslim, man. So
Break
that's
it
all.
down. Why you chose that lifestyle as your family thing?
I was raised Muslim, so that's really basically all I know, man. So,
Right. The homie GL Muslim too.
Exactly. So this like I don't know how
you converted in jail.
Nah,
I've been-
I was raised that way. Yeah.
I mean, people do that.
Yeah, they do
So
that.
lot
nothing
of
wrong with that.
My mother and father was Muslim. They raised us Muslim, so that's like basically that's all we know. So
Right.
Nah, that's all I know.
Ferg, tell us. You lived a little different than all of us, bro. Like, how was it growing up in them projects down there? explain that. I'm talking about from like I know you've seen the change.
Right.
I remember it was Mad Bloods down there when we was
Yeah.
younger,
It
and
was-
how y'all had to come up.
It was BSV
You know what I'm saying?
in there.
And then
It was
you know
heavy.
your older brothers and them, you know they had it was different for y'all. Y'all had a whole y'all seen some of the greats die. Some you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Get money, live. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that shit was like a movie every day. You
Right,
could
right.
Go outside and get $1 million, like literally. No funny shit. I would never lie to you a day in my life.
Right,
Like,
right.
You come outside, you just see I'm on a basketball court. I was a chubby nigga that played basketball for real.
Right.
I see what the fuck going on at the top row. Like, go up there, fuck with them, dribble around the ball just to be nosy.
Right.
I see motherfucking doctors from across the street, UMD.
Coming they buy bricks.
Mm.
You know how that go.
So I'm like, hold up. What the
They
fuck
don't
is
even
going
get drug
on? I'm
tested.
looking at the
I know,
I'm looking at
that's
the
crazy.
basketball court kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Doctors coming over here. It's crazy.
My father
In
like,
the
yo,
90s.
Listen, bro, that shit was different out there. That shit was crazy.
I always was jealous of niggas that grew up in Newark. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I always was
That
jealous of
shit was
dudes
different.
like
that
that,
shit
bro.
was like that shit was a gold mine
That's
out
how it
there.
was too in Prince Street. I grew up in the
You know what I'm
projects.
saying?
Right.
That shit was like a gold mine. Like if you couldn't go outside and make $10,000, niggas was gonna hike on you
Damn.
every day. What the fuck
But
you got
how
no
was
money?
it was growing up like physically? You know you had to be imposing because y'all so close to each other.
Yeah. Knuckle game had to be on point
Right.
for sure.
Right.
You know, nigga. Thing about us though, we ain't never kill each other. That was a good thing.
That's a great
Yeah.
thing.
If it was
Every
a
other hood,
issue,
these niggas killing
if
each
it was
other.
an issue, niggas got in that backyard, rolled around
Yeah.
for a minute, got back to it, pieced it
It was
up,
all love.
got back to the money.
Yeah.
Right.
what I'm
That's
saying?
one thing I noticed now. The young boys can't take a L.
They
When I
definitely-
was young, I used to be shooting niggas on the block. I remember my child, when I was 14, I had to shoot my old head. He was old back then. He probably was 20
Right,
or
right.
19. I had to shoot him the one. He dogged me, dog walked.
right.
How old was you?
14, but I wanted to kill him. In my mind, just keeping it real. with you.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it was a
yeah.
learning lesson. It was
Put
a
the
learning
pause
curve.
on my boy,
You can't
yeah.
tell this one. I'm just starting this hustle. I'm only been outside hustling 2 years. I was 12 when I first started hustling. I started, so now I'm 14. Now I'm telling the nigga suck my dick. You feel me? But I don't know. He punched me in my face. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fight him. I don't stand a chance. You feel me? I'm just keeping it G with you. You know what I mean? So I had to learn. I'm from Irvington. You know what I mean? So it was different. You know, we had that complex coming up. Back in the day, we ain't know it was no other grape hoods when we was young in the 2000,
Yeah.
99.
It was only a few.
Yeah, that's it. It was only my block.
It's only
Grove
a
wasn't
few.
Crip yet until 2002.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
in 99, 2000.
About 98. That shit was crazy. It was 95% Bloods.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's what I'm saying. And we just came home to Crip in 98. End
Right.
of 97, beginning
Yeah.
of 98 on my block. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? So imagine just going around different places. You know what I mean? Saying that. Mags, let's get off that. Mags, let's talk
we
about
ain't tryna
the
get Rico.
Right. Mags, let's talk about the club life. The dancing life. You feel like, you know what I mean, you could have did more, you doing more. What do you feel like you in right now in your profession?
I feel like I could be doing more.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you don't feel like you doing some shit, like, cause everybody know you now. You know what I'm saying?
I always feel like I don't do enough.
How you feel about the bartenders that shake their ass more than the strippers? How you feel about
I'm gonna
that?
just say fidget spinners in the asshole. It's
What
too
you say?
much.
Fidget
wait,
spinners
what?
in the what?
Fidget spinner, the shit my daughter be playing with.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
shit.
They got an anal plug like that, but that's like, girl, you supposed to be serving drinks.
Fidget spinners.
You ever had like a issue with one of the bartenders or another chick, like in your section, come in the section with you and basically trying to steal the money where you dancing at, and they here for you. They throwing.
Now you know
Uh-oh.
I get to that paper.
Yeah, I know.
So they all gonna want to flock around me, try to get the scrap, try to.
What's the rules if it fall on the stage? It's yours. If it hit the ground, it's
Is the
Fall on
bartender.
stage, yeah, fall on stage.
That's only. I only do that with some bartenders, not all of them.
oh, if you ain't cool with them, you want all your shit.
Yeah, especially if he throwing it at me.
Yeah.
Like I need all of mine.
What's your rules though when it comes to partnering up? Because you know sometimes y'all partner up, you might go inside a room with a chick or go inside like a. When I say a room, there's might be the little corners right there. They be having like the little side little room. They got their little bars that they dancing at. What's your rules when you partnering up and they don't really know her
I only
like
have
that?
one partner right now,
Oh yeah.
and that's it. If you see me without her, I'm solo.
Who's your partner?
Her name is Cookie Marie.
Cookie.
I don't know
Cookie
Cookie.
Maria.
Cookie, she's nice.
Yeah, you don't know Cookie?
She real nice.
You know Cookie. Cookie. I met Cookie at Rain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
okay.
So I don't know what else I ain't never seen that what's her name at the Palace and none of that back in the day. She was more so a newer dancer.
Damn, he said the
Palace
palace.
It's a good back.
she
Palace
was
used to
in the
be
city
crazy,
back in there.
yeah.
Oh, back in the
The
day.
Palace was
Yeah,
the way.
she was already a star.
I had a lot of
when the
Palace.
Palace
Oh
was
my
going
God.
on.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
yeah.
that. Just 'cause, right?
But she not from up here.
Where's
from
she originally
Atlanta.
from? Atlanta?
Yeah. So we began to the bag.
Max, did you get your body done, Max?
I want to go.
Was you never got your body done so far?
No,
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay.
So
I want to go. So if y'all want to pay, I'm looking in that camera right there. Whoever want to pay for it.
Wow.
what made
I said the camera, not you.
Max? What made you jump into the lifestyle though? What made you like start doing the dancing?
I started dancing because my best friend at the moment was dancing.
Who that best friend was?
She
Tell
was
the
my
truth,
best friend
bro.
from high school.
What's her name?
What's up, man?
That's the one that used to be on Twitter going crazy.
No.
Oh, all right,
No.
Oh, all right.
She's
You know
my
what I'm
best
talking about?
friend from high school. I don't talk about people you don't see me with. Who you
Right.
see me
That's
with?
it. That part.
Who you see me
That's
with?
real shit.
Number one. Number two. Yeah, she started dancing. She like, I made a lot of money. You should come. I don't
What
gotta
year
do
was that?
nothing.
Damn, you been dancing that long?
Chill. It's like the years be flying. I was about to
many
leave
years
out
you
the
got
club.
now?
The years be flying.
What's your I know a lot of people don't ask this. What's your exit plan though? What's your exit strategy for this?
Okay, so I always just wanted to. I just wanted to be a person that get paid for being me.
Right.
Like you booked me,
So like an influencer or something?
period. But back in the day, that shit wasn't. Nobody knew what that shit
It wasn't
was.
out now, it is.
Right.
'Cause I heard you be going off on live, like you be talking your shit.
No, so I understand that part, but
That's what I
I'm
heard.
saying so basically you on whatever you do in the club, you about to start bringing it to just your online, you know what I mean, presence.
I think she talking about her personality, like
Yeah.
talking that
Oh,
shit.
so she just want.
Yeah, I'm saying. So what's the exit strategy? What's the plan behind that? Just you talking?
I'm getting deals,
Oh, okay.
deals that pay the bills,
All right. You just go. All right.
just because it's me.
Right.
Because they like how my Instagram look. They want me to promote their business.
People been contacting you already off of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
No, I didn't. I'm asking questions. I'm new
I
to
mean,
this,
I got
bro.
my own shit going on too. Like I do hair, I do makeup, I do nails.
Talk your shit. That's what we want to know. Yeah.
I just asked you your exit strategy, so that's what I'm talking about. It's not
I
more than
don't. I
it's more
don't
than
want
one
to
thing.
work
You know,
though.
I'm saying, look, when you do something
You
you
trying to
love,
be a
is it really
trophy
work?
wife?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I just told you what I want to do. That's not really working if you be like, hey guys, I'm using this new product.
I mean, that is.
Is it really?
Yeah, you promoting yourself. That's work.
But is it really?
Yeah, you love yourself.
But is it really?
ain't
If
no-
you if
ain't
they
no
paid you to wear
preparation
that
behind it,
sweater,
she's saying
Right.
it.
Okay. So
It ain't no
okay.
really like
It's
no
light
actual.
work. I get
yeah,
it.
like I
Okay.
do this shit on the regular. Why not?
Right. It's like we just said, it's something you love. So then it ain't
Right.
work when it's something you love.
Right.
And what about you? You ever danced ever in your life?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
behind.
keep it
That must
real
be-
with us
yeah,
now.
hold up. Fuck all the small
Fuck all the
talk.
small
I mean, I'm
talk.
100.
You left some shit out?
I'm 100. So I'm gonna say, I had this friend. I think this was like back in 2015,
Right.
and I think I was just coming home from doing like 2 years.
Oh, you was locked up. You was in prison.
No, I was in jail. I did a county bid.
We gonna talk about that after this too. Go ahead.
So I came home from doing 2
Don't
years.
look at me.
So I
I
had
knew you
this
was locked up,
friend.
too.
I had this friend. She was a dancer,
Right.
and she know I'm like a muscle. So she was like, at first it was like, yo, come with me out here, such and such, such and such. You know, come with me out here. All these bitches be acting crazy. Da, da, da. So I was like, I'm gonna roll with you. So it started out like I was just watching her back type of thing. So you know, when you go to other states, other females don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they look at you different. Like, oh, this is my hometown. You can't make this. You know, like that. So 2 weeks later, she wound up hitting me like, yo, I want you to come to us. So I'm like, I don't know about that. You know,
Right.
I never did that. I'm too.
Oh, she wants you to come dance.
She wanted me to come with her, like to pair with her, like you know,
Right.
to get money with her. So I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Ain't nobody know me out there. I'ma just do it with you. So I did it with her, like twice. And then like the second time, one of my mans, my old comrades, he wound up seeing me.
Oh, you was embarrassed.
So when he seen me, I was like,
what the fuck?
he was like, but it was so crazy because he was already talking to her, but I didn't know it. So he like, nah, take this. So it had to be like at least like 3,000. So he said, take this, get off the stage. So I'm like, come on, he said, man, get the fuck off the stage. So he wanted to give me 3,000. He like, well, put your clothes on. You twigging. That's not even you. So I'm like, you know what? You're right.
So you just those 2 times, you never revisited after that?
Nah.
You were tired.
Nah.
That's
But
great.
how was the first night? The money the first night was alright?
The first night, it was very like, I was tense because I'm like, bruh.
Was
I
in
don't
that
like
pop
you niggas
locking and
yeah,
shit?
no.
You said you was in there pop locking.
So it was like, it was tense because I don't like people, you know, so me coming up, I'm like, yeah, bro, like, don't, whatever,
I
just
think
don't
that would
touch
be.
it.
I don't think that's just you though. I think that would be any woman's first night. How was your first night, Max? Keep it real. You was kind of tense too, right? You was like, or you was off that E.
You got drunk.
This is what I'm telling you.
Like down.
When I have a conversation with the women about them first night dancing, they be like, I popped the E, I popped the Molly.
Now I ain't gonna hold you that first night when I was tense and I'm like, cause I'm like aggressive and I'm 0, so it's like, yo, chill out, you know. But I had to forget that
You popped that
in,
Molly, didn't you?
Yeah, so I took. So the girl was in that back, but see, in Baltimore, you know, they sniff coke. You know, so I'm like, oh, you twigging.
Yeah,
my mother was
That's
I ain't about to
everywhere.
even play with myself like that. So the girl was like, no, she was like, no, I got Molly's, whatever. So I'm like, all right. So I was very familiar because, you know, before I went to jail, this work that I was doing to be up, I had to take it. So I'm like, all right, this time me get one. Let me get a piece or whatever. So she wanted to give me a piece, so it helped loosen me
Calm
up a
your
little bit.
nerves
Yeah.
type
So
shit,
once I got back in there,
Right.
I started going crazy. I'm like, why? I'm good. But then the second time, I was like, I ain't about to keep taking no Molly. This shit is out. So then, lucky my man's wound up seeing me.
Yeah, you that
And then
bad.
I was like, oh,
My man.
yeah, my man.
Real nigga.
Word.
Well, how was your first night
Yeah,
dancing?
what you did your first night?
I just had liquor.
You
That's
got
it.
drunk or?
I was underage.
You was
When
17?
No, I was under 21 when I started dancing.
Okay. Like 18, 19?
Yeah, so you couldn't drink back in the day. I had to wear a fucking bright orange wristband.
You was afraid? Was you afraid though, like that first
Yeah, of course.
Let me ask you, I want to ask you both of y'all a personal question. I know GL never wanted me to ask these questions to me, but I'm about to ask y'all this, and I don't want to get deep, but just this is a woman question. Have y'all ever been raped or molested?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Which one?
rapes.
I'm sorry.
Sorry to hear
I'm
that.
sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
Have you?
When they hit, it's put it
Max?
down.
If I didn't want it, that's considered rape, right?
Yeah, somebody took it from
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Even if it's your nigga?
Yes.
But why
That
would your nigga want to
counts.
rape?
Huh?
that counts.
I'm asking. Huh?
Why
I
would
mean,
your
like,
dick?
Dick rape?
any
No,
type of-
No,
they
I'm-
be mad when the
Like,
drug
not
don't
in the
work
mood
on
type
Rape
shit.
is rape.
Rape is rape.
Rape is rape.
Could you explain
Rape is
what's the
rape.
name and how it happened?
Explain that.
Well, like growing up, you know, I was in foster care since like 8 months out the womb, so it was like being in different houses,
Households.
programs, shit like that. So, you know, I wound up leaving a program, and I wound up going to an old friend's house.
How old were you?
I had to be like 13.
Damn, wow. Yeah.
Like 13, 14. Yeah. So, and I was sleeping in the living room because our house was too crowded, but I had plans on leaving. And then I was in the living room, and I was just like hearing mad noise, but I'm like, that's them upstairs going crazy. So I wound up dozing back off. And then I seen like it was dark, and then somebody was like standing over me type shit, like standing over me. But when I moved, it was like they be going. Like, I'm tweaking. But I know I wasn't tweaking. I'm like, I ain't having no bad dream. Like, hell no. So once I wound up going back deep in this, I guess he must have waited when I went back deep in the sleep. And then that's when it happened. But I was like fighting them. But it was like, you know,
Like,
when
you
they
was
got
like,
their
he was
advantage.
already in the process.
He was already in the process, yeah. So it was like when you fighting them, but your strength and they strength, when they got advantage.
He
of
was
so
a
it like,
grown man?
Grown man.
We seen we putting them down.
Grown man.
Alright.
Actually, he's dead. He's dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Shouts
dead.
out to that.
Yeah.
You
He's
said
dead.
shout outs to that.
Hell yeah,
So it was
that
like
shit
the
just changed
advantage.
whole-
Yeah,
That's why I don't be liking that question. That should just kill the whole.
but I
idea.
got over. But
You know what I'm saying?
you know, during dealing with that, like that was the most reason why you seen me in my upcome. So it was like me. I just was I was a menace. So, you know, it was like nothing, I ain't phased nothing. I was just like,
And that's what affected you in your
yeah,
life.
that's what
and it had you
affected me.
working
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
I'm happy that you was able to grow past that.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
sad
I'm
to hear
good.
that. Sad to
Yeah.
hear that. But I'm happy that you actually, in the space you in now, doing what you're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Able to move how you move.
And now he dead, so it was like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
I don't give a
Fuck
fuck.
it. Max,
Yeah.
tell us your experience. What happened when you got rid?
I
And is that nigga out
I
the
just
street? You need to
didn't
put that.
wanna-
You need to put that nigga name out there.
I'm not gonna out nobody.
Oh, you should. That's crazy. You need to out that nigga. But go ahead. Tell us what happened.
He was like providing a service for me.
What you mean?
And I'm not gonna tell you the service. I'm just saying. He provided a service for me, and I'm like, I gotta go upstairs and get the rest of the money, like the money in my house.
Right.
He like, no, I want some of that pussy. And I'm like, yo, the bread is dead ass in the house. Like, I ain't gonna cap saying that there's no bread in the house. Like, you want your money, I'll give you the rest of the money. You overcharging me anyway.
Wow.
And then,
He took the pussy.
Tell us what happened. Can you tell us this stuff?
come on, I embarrass stuff like this.
Don't be embarrassed. It's real life.
I don't.
She probably ain't come through all the way talking about it.
Right.
I'm not.
So you gave it to him, or he took it?
He took it. I was crying the whole time and everything. Like,
Yeah.
and there's something I don't talk about. Nobody knows this.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
And then he still had to take me home afterwards.
So you still had to ride with him in the car after that happened?
hmm
Yeah.
And then he said he wanted to take me on a date.
That's correct.
He's sick. That's
And you
sick.
still see him to this day?
No,
You haven't seen him since?
no.
No clubs or nothing like at all?
Maybe inside the club. Maybe he was in there that night y'all was in there.
Wow.
Recently?
Ain't no fucking way.
Maybe.
Recently?
Maybe.
He wasn't with me though.
He wasn't with y'all.
Oh, I'm about to say.
But I think he was in there that night, actually.
The last night that you just the last time you seen him was the time before
That was
last.
like a week ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about Rain or you talking about what's
I'm talking about Angels.
Angels.
So that was
Remember because I just was at Rain 3 weeks ago.
Why
and I
don't
was
they
like,
close down?
no, but
Yeah.
That was the last
night.
night. That was the second to last night.
right? Y'all
But the
He was
last-
there
Yeah.
Friday night.
They know my booking
They're
prices.
real-
Because I was there the last night.
You know, I
They
should be
real
dead.
last night was Wednesday.
The Wednesday.
Oh, it was
I
Wednesday.
went to the Wednesday, but that Friday was their real last night.
Oh.
Well,
So
that promoter's last night.
Right.
Friday, right?
Mine was the last with swag on Friday.
Shout out to Maybach Swag.
You want all your
Shout out
swag
to
like you
Maybach
be our
Swag.
brothers.
Swag, friend of the show.
Swag, a good
Bel
nigga,
Air
man.
boy, you heard?
Shout out to my nigga Swag.
Now, I had pulled up there on that Wednesday night because it was the very last night and shit.
Yeah, I know I was there. I thought they said that was that last night. Oh.
Yeah.
Right, that shit was
It was
crazy.
called The Last Dance. We're feeling real P Valley and shit in there, motherfucker.
yeah?
They wasn't doing no tricks.
Nah.
They was wild.
No.
I ain't get there till like
Hey, Ferg,
2:30.
though. Let me go back to what I was want to say. Hey, Ferg, I want to know, like, you know what it is, like, doing how you go from the streets to doing a promotion and, you know, in between, and how you was dealing with the South Boys and all that. Explain that whole situation to us
From the beginning.
from the beginning.
So it's like it was too much going on in the street shit. My hood was lit. So it's like it had to transition over into something positive, like
Right.
immediately,
Yeah.
like right now, like yesterday. So back then, all the big homies got locked up. Like they
Right.
swept the hood.
Right.
20, 30 niggas. So it's like, me and bro sitting in the house. What the fuck is going on? What we gonna do? You know what? Start this little H&F shit. It's H&F Entertainment, 150s Entertainment. Let's start doing little parties and shows and shit. And the Sour Boys is right there. Like,
Yeah.
them little bros. So they like,
Right.
they started doing their thing. Because we would start doing that shit first too. Me and bro was doing our little rap shit for a second.
Oh, so
Right,
the South Boys
It's
was
like-
doing their own separate thing.
No,
Then-
they started doing their shit like in the mix of that. But it was like, all right, we going back that shit and push y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we started doing. Shouts out to Cobb. Shout out to all the Sour Boys, man.
Rest in peace, Capo.
We had Wayne Weezy, man.
Wayne Weezy the Capo.
R.I.P. Yeah.
So yeah, after that, shit just started going crazy. We started doing the parties. We got a big. I think I started on my birthday, October, and that shit just went crazy. After that, every year, his birthday, July.
Yeah. He canceled like me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like y'all, like
Sorry
a
to
couple
hear
days.
that.
Real one. Real one. Real one.
So it's like his birthday, my birthday. So we just started doing that shit monthly at Bogies. We first started at
Oh,
Bogies.
bogus, yeah. That shit was lit though at
Yeah,
Burgers,
yeah.
remember?
First Friday. So
Yeah.
so the owner, shouts out to Rube, he gave us First Fridays. We packed that shit to capacity, like with only like 20, like probably like 10 days letting everybody know.
Right.
So he like, you know what? Give y'all First Friday, give 20% of the bar. I said, huh? Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
percent right there. That ain't a bad percent.
We in here. So after that, we started needing a bigger spot. What was next, bro? Sugar Ray's.
Sugar Ray's.
Remember that
I
shit?
Yo, remember Sugar
Way.
Ray's? That's how that shit
Sugar
lit
Ray's.
though. Flavors, yeah.
Flavors first every Friday. Like we
But
had
the problem with that is I feel like that age, like that around that era, bro, that was a good era, but we was like super on the gang shit. Remember?
Yeah,
Bud?
yeah, that
we
was
fucking
like-
parties
yeah,
up.
Yeah,
we
Bud
fucking
got
parties
shot
up.
up in Flavors.
no,
got
for sure.
stabbed and-
Like it was going crazy around that
Niggas
era.
was still outside. Like how
sure.
we different now. So if y'all was doing that now, I think it'd be different. Like on a different, y'all still doing it now. Don't
Yeah,
get fucked
look,
up
not
with
like
you, man.
how we used to be.
Yeah,
like,
y'all was doing it on another level back then.
Yeah,
Though.
like we was going crazy with that shit, bringing everybody to the city. Some
For
of the
sure.
big names to the city.
Yeah.
Everybody, like everybody,
so-
Scrappy, Future, Yo Gotti.
Yeah,
We were
at
the
that
first
moment.
niggas that did Yo Future and
Yeah.
Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that it wasn't XL. What is
yeah, it was called Old Legs. back in the
Olays.
day.
My uncle was part of that
Yeah,
Messiah.
yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Future.
Yeah,
Shouts out to
Future,
Messiah, man. It's my boy.
Yeah, I was. You know, I remember that was supposed to be performed that night. I was on stage, and I still got the pictures from that.
What happened?
Wasn't it me and my uncle when he's on to get an argument, I'll be like, fuck it. You know how my uncle is, you know how Messiah is, man. So when he start arguing, I'll be like, you know, he got his own ways, he's stuck in his own ways.
Yeah,
It's
No
like,
slander to Messiah. up there.
So we
no Messiah slang. I love my uncle, man, but you know,
definitely had to transition and that
Right.
shit turned into 20 years of doing that shit. Like,
right, yeah, I've been doing it for a minute.
and that shit been successful. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that was a good.
Y'all was the
that a good
first
time.
ones really doing that at our age.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a
Y'all
little
was still
older
young.
after the Tory T
Yeah.
shit. It was like our
Yeah.
age, like 24, 5 and up.
Right.
Yeah, so 25 and
our
up, I
age.
should say.
Right. And y'all was successful at it.
So we had Flavors, then was the shit right down the street from us, the Taboo Lounge. Remember that?
Right, Taboo. I forgot about
Oh
Taboos.
my God,
man.
that shit was different, Louis.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Damn.
So that shit
Taboos
was
is my
crazy.
spot. I remember y'all had that
Taboos
shit.
on Central
It
Avenue.
right there by the
Central
across the street
Avenue,
from Laundromat.
Yeah, from the
Too much
laundromat.
different
Yeah.
than Dark Shadows.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dark Shadows
Y'all
right
never
up.
did
Y'all
that,
remember? Y'all remember
Doodle
Dark
Wolf?
Shadow?
I was Dark Shadows at 14.
Yo, Dark Shadows was it.
Go to Valley,
14,
go to Valley
yeah.
Fair and get the fake ID.
Yeah, Valley Fair had-
Valley Fair had the fake IDs
Yo,
pumping.
in the
Mag,
back,
you ain't
in
even
the
old
back.
enough for that,
Look,
man.
you clapping like you
Ooh,
know.
I didn't know the fake IDs
was
was
Valley
Valley
Fair.
Fair.
Yo.
Well, it's
Joe,
Oh man.
But yeah, so that shit was definitely a movement. And it was just only me and bro. We ain't had no crazy shit.
Yeah, I thought it, at the time, yo, it was you and bro, but I had thought it was y'all was moving so crazy. I thought it was like 20 of y'all.
Nah, it was
you know
just-
what it is because it's the regular team though.
Right,
See y'all
right.
with the regular team.
Yeah.
Right,
Right.
GBG was in there.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying?
The
This
little
when
hyenas
Ransom was
outside.
still alive.
Ooh,
Shouts
rest in
out
peace
to
to the
Ram.
goat.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
brother.
Lil Ransom.
That was my baby
God.
boy. That's a love Ransom. He's going to the
Word.
hub. But my little homies, you know, they the same age. You know what I'm saying?
all
So
the time. That was
yeah, it was him,
Yeah.
Capo.
That was my
You know what I
right
mean?
hand.
But yeah, so they used to be together. You know what I mean? So they used to come to my hood on Ellis, just be out there, just rolling dice. See, they
Yeah,
like, big
that
bro,
was
what's
the
up?
shit.
Talking
Yeah.
shit to me. You know what I mean? You know how I do. You know how I go.
It's
I'm
crazy because how I met Ransom was like my mother had the program in Canada Middle, the after
Right.
school program.
Damn, you from some little kids.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I remember him. We used to have the after school program, so she used to have us working and shit. Now I remember he used to be wild as hell back then. Like,
Yeah. Crazy. Wow.
yeah. So that's how I met little bro.
I be knowing niggas from like they fathers and shit be locked up all these years.
Keystone, his
And
father,
they, yeah, and they
Keystone.
see
Yeah.
me in and out the joint. And I speak, I used to be on some bullshit. So, you know what I mean? He used to see me.
Hey yo, funny shit though. I just had a flashback of you wilding one day at Olay's dreads. Dread. So I'm like, yo,
I
cuz.
know
you
the
good?
night he talking about too.
I'm like, yo, I got it in here. Like, you're like, nah, we straight. Like, y'all niggas is in there like 30, 40 deep.
I be trying to chill, bro, but you know what it is? I be saying in my head, I be trying to like do what I do, just do move. A lot of niggas don't be understanding how this shit could really get for niggas. I be like, y'all niggas don't. This is it's different between you partying and just hanging out.
Right.
But when it go to another level, it's a different level. And that's the time you gonna
And
be
a
on.
lot of the time, the homeboy be the security guard. They don't know that
Right.
though, but that's the homie
And I
at
got
the
my
door.
shit, and I got my gun in here.
We not getting patted down. You think we
What?
getting patted down?
how it was.
So you,
That's how
yeah,
it
right.
was.
So just imagine
That's how it was.
Louis, just imagine 20 years of paying security.
Right.
Oh shit, what's going
What's
on?
up, bro?
We got in there. We got shit dragging in
And he
here.
got shit
Come
inside
on,
the
like,
leg tuck.
like, come on, bro. Like,
And it's love.
and it's all love, and we ain't trying to use it. We
Right.
just trying to, for protection. If
That's
got
a
jewelry on, a couple dollars on them.
And we just want to chill and hang out.
Right.
That's all. I don't want to be tough with nobody. I just want to relax. But look, chop it up with some of the things that you got going on. Plus, then I want you to chop it. Before you do all that, tell us what you got going on. Tell us your jail stories. Tell us
And
some
tell
of
us
those.
how y'all two got connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Because
business
I don't,
y'all got
you know what it
going
is.
on.
You new to me. Obviously, the homie.
I mean, I
GL.
talked to you before when I had when I had the city with the challenge, and I sent it to you. You was like, "Oh nah," says you like, I respect what you're doing, but I don't rap no more.
I said I don't rap when I still
We said
rap.
no. You was like, I don't do. Yeah, you said that.
No, I said I don't do what's the name? I don't do showcases.
No, it wasn't a showcase.
What you talking
It
about?
was just a challenge that I had going on Instagram.
The
And I
rap
said- I
challenge.
said drop
No,
me
I
the-
said I'm a rap, but I don't do the rap challenges. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Cool,
I think you misunderstood what it sounded like.
Yeah,
You doing the rap challenge.
Cool.
Because I did like 5 of them. When you hit me, I remember exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I did like 5 rap challenges in that same week. I did the Rick Ross shit.
No,
I
that
did the
year,
Cardi
that
shit.
time it was Yo Gotti
Yo
shit that
Gotti,
dropped
I
before
had
mine.
just did that shit.
So that's what was booming.
I'm done with that shit. What you say?
You could talk.
Oh,
Oh, she done up. I had the whole conversation.
so
She got a dookie.
I'm gonna start with how I'm gonna start.
Say that.
my boy.
I'm gonna start with when I how I
She
met
doing in the
Ferg.
bathroom here.
You lying?
Yeah, sit down.
Go ahead, talk, bro.
I'm gonna start how I met. I've been with Ferg years, but how Ferg became my manager. I wound up opening up for Meek Mills. At Excel, it was a lot of politics stuff going on. A lot of
How long
stuff.
ago was that?
That was in March.
Meek Mill just came.
Was that in March?
Oh yeah, he did just.
Yeah, that was in March, and it was a lot of politics stuff going on with my brothers and promoters. So the guys, I guess they team wasn't aware of what was going on, however it was, and some guys wound up stepping out of bounds, and I was just, I didn't come out of my character because I'm a businesswoman, so. Ferg stepped in, and went and hollered at, the
Had to make that G call.
Yeah,
Right,
went and
and
hollered at,
respectfully.
went and hollered at the promoter, and then that's how it was. And then plus he had wound up inviting me on his podcast. So once I did that, I said, I know Ferg. I know he been doing this a long time. So I'm just like, fuck it, just come on.
Cause you the first artist I seen Ferg actually putting on his page, like actually putting up, like this is my artist. I'm this on with. So when I seen it, I'm like.
Yeah, since the Sour
I'm like,
Boys.
bro, yeah, but outside of them. I'm
He
talking
was in the
about, like,
videos. In
Yeah,
the Sour
outside
Boys,
of them. Outside of them. I'm talking about,
right,
you know what I'm talking about? Outside of them. I'm like, oh, this nigga serious. He really this about to. So it kind of threw me for a loop. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sure what the relationship was
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to see it transpire this far, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah,
That's
so-
dope as hell.
Shouts out to Eli the realist though for letting me, G call that, and he said, you know what, Ferg, I respect that. Come on with it.
That's real
Shouts
shit.
out to my nigga Eli.
Shout out to Eli. He's supposed
Shout
to be
out
coming
to
up here soon.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Eli up in.
And so after that, it was just like, he just can't just come on, just fuck with me or whatever. And the jail bids.
Play the
Fuck all the small talk.
What the
What you was in jail
There you go,
for?
the jail.
What you
Well,
was in
I've
jail
been jailing since juvenile. I stayed in the youth house. Sometimes I come outside like I think I'm gonna get locked up today, so I just gotta do what I'm gonna do. And I always did. Then adult, I wound up getting locked up. Rest in peace to my son's father. We wound up getting money together. And me and him got together in 2010, and then
Who's your father?
his name Thugger. He just passed away like 2020.
Rest
He
in
did
peace
10
to him.
years. He died like
I
a
know, bro.
year. So we wound up getting into the business, fuck around with the cars and stuff like that, whatever.
Right.
So we wound up getting jammed up, and then I sat for 2 years. I came home 2015, and he wound up taking the time on, and then he stayed and did like 10 years or what have you. Yeah, he wound up doing 10 years, and then after that, I thought it was gonna be the end of that. Then I wound up getting knocked in 2016 for like 80 bricks.
Dang.
Got bailed out for that. Fought that. Got drug court for that. Finished that. Thought that was gonna be the end of that. Then I wound up starting music in 2019.
Okay.
So 2019, I wound up starting music. Locked myself in the studio. Shout out to Bex God. He the realest. He took his time with me. Like, yo, you know, he thought I was a rapper. So once I started singing, he was like, oh, I didn't know. So we wound up locking in that whole time. Like from February to 26th, we locked in the studio. From February 26th, I could say before I got locked up, that was like October. We locked in.
Rambo,
and then I began like a lot of backlash, a lot of, you know, testing the waters. Females that didn't know me and know what I was about, testing the waters, you know, popping up at my shows, a lot of crazy stuff. So, you know, I got a lot of muscle behind me. And so it was like, nah, chill out, you know, we gonna wait. Then you do what you do, whatever. So then I wound up calling myself ignoring it. But then I got a call, you know, saying, oh, your sister got jumped and da-da-da-da-da. So my thing is, my thinking cap, I don't think like a normal female when it come to, you know, street shit. You know, I handle how I handle it. So I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. So I wound up jumping in my full focus, no tents.
Not the full focus fishbowl.
Swung through EA, jumped out.
With the slammer.
Going crazy. Running up and down the street, acting crazy.
With the gun.
With the hammer, allegedly.
So I wound up jumping in somebody else's car with my peoples, and then police jump behind us. And I'm like, fuck.
And you got called.
I don't trust how well. So I'm like, you know what? Just pull over. How we gonna handle it?
Because you know she can't drive. You might die.
Right. So I ain't about to play with it like that. You ain't about to have my life in your hands.
I'd rather do a 3 with a 1.
Exactly. Now, but the difference if I was driving, it's a difference. But you driving,
you driving too,
you know, it's a difference. So I'm like, you know what?
You thugging for real.
So she wound up pulling over, and then some superhero car. They wound up searching the car for like already an hour. Didn't find anything. So superhero car. I think I smell weed. Oh, you don't smell no weed. I don't smoke. They wound up searching, and he finds it.
She on some SK type of time.
Locked me
like
up.
SK.
Yeah, that's my sis.
Oh, you know SK too?
That's my sis.
Oh, he did find it.
So he wound up finding it. I'm like, come on, just say the small talk. But they wound up, you know, she told him not to search that car. They wound up searching her car. In all actuality, he supposed to took her with me because, you know, when you find a gun,
everybody in the car go.
Everybody has to go. But he didn't take her.
Luckily.
You understand? So I wound up coming home
2020.
Like a year and some change. And then once I was sitting in there, I'm like, yo, like this, I have to break the cycle. You know, I talked to my son's father. Like, yo, he came home July 2020, came home and he told like, yo, bro, we gotta break the cycle. We gotta stop. This not good for the boys. We gotta stop. So I'm like, I'm on.
How many kids you got?
I have 2. I have a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old.
And you in both of their lives?
In both of their lives. Oh, so it's like, I had to think like, you know, I gotta break the cycle. I can't keep taking them do this.
Nah, cause it's a horrible thing watching your mother go like, I'm one of them niggas too. Like,
you come from that.
Yeah, you know I come from that. My mom just be getting cuffed.
Yeah,
outside.
and my son and my oldest son, he know, like, you know, he know.
You
my
ain't
youngest
go away
son
to
too.
school?
Nah, he ain't with that.
You wasn't
and
at
I ain't about to
college?
keep lying, about to lie, say all that. Hell no, my son know.
That's what they said.
So I wound up doing that.
Stop saying that.
Max, go over there.
No.
Go
ahead, keep going.
So I wound up doing that, and then, you know, I had to think about, like, you know what, my music is all I got, you know, because it's the last chance. I keep escaping prison. And doing like 2 years, 3 years in the county. So it's like, bro, you gotta chill.
But let me tell you this. I don't mean to cut you off, right? Let me say this to you. You know, you're an artist, right? So as you being an artist, that's just one piece of you.
Right.
You gotta write your memoir. You gotta put your book together. You gotta have these conversations. You gotta have this. You know, that's the thing about me too. Like, I'm an artist as well, right? I do what's his name, and I lived in the foster homes like you, and all. We got some of the same stories. You just a woman. I'm a man. It really ain't no difference. The only thing different is something I've never been through. I never been.
Remember when that crackhead raped you?
Nobody never raped me. That's not even funny to play.
Not my boy.
Don't even play like that.
What she do to you? How old was she?
She didn't rape me, dog.
That's statutory. No,
I guess it's rape, but it ain't really rape. I'm 8. She's 16.
Oh God,
that's rape.
Is she a crackhead?
That's rape.
No, she ain't a crackhead.
A different
that's rape.
story.
You 8, and she's 16. That's not.
My mother whooped her.
That's wild, crazy.
Put your breast in.
She going through something. She going through something right there.
That's wild,
She got a
crazy.
P, she got
8 and
dookie.
16.
Yeah, so 8 and 6. So I'm saying that's some shit I've been through. But what I'm saying to you, ain't no bathroom. They close all the bathroom closes at 9.
Ain't no problem.
I mean 8 o'clock at 8.
Ain't no fast food.
I mean,
you know where you at?
you go outside of here.
No, you know where you at?
You booked this with him.
I mean, it's fast food restaurants that's right here.
8:30, everything closed.
Yeah, it's a restaurant here that's
Names.
yeah. It's a restaurant that's right at the
How
mall.
much longer? Oh, so we did an hour already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything y'all want to lead the people with?
Yeah, let everything
Max
go
gotta
on.
use the bathroom.
Well, what I got going on, I have, I did a lot. I did the VMAs. I did the red
Talk
carpet.
to him.
Shout out to Raz Baraka. He's actually
Roz Baraka. You mean.
Raz Baraka.
Get the big homie
He has
name
a
right.
project. It's called Other Side of Newark.
Oh, I seen that the video they about to drop. You on
So
doing
we
that
dropped
joint?
it. I'm in that video. So
Oh.
we dropped that one. So we actually just shot another video. Knock Me Down.
Right.
And that's going to be dropped also. So I was one of the contestants, picked.
My little cousin in that video too. What's her rap name again?
Pearl.
Pearl,
Shout out to Pearl. That's sis.
That's my little cousin. I forgot her
So
rap name.
actually, that project,
Yeah.
it would actually, I'm gonna say like this project mean a lot because he didn't know that I was a part of the project.
Right.
So once he seen me, we go to Platinum Sounds.
Recording studios.
Yeah,
heard
the
of that.
recording studio in New York. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Jerry. So the project mean a lot to me because of Raz only know me gang banging and doing SOS meetings.
Are you blood?
Fighting. Yes.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
he
to
only
hear
know
that.
me. He only know me. Dang,
I'm fucking with
You're
you,
the
bro.
man.
Nah. All my
So-
blood niggas about to be out there when they see that shit.
Down
they
your
gonna be on my
ass.
I'm
So,
playing, y'all don't do nothing to me.
So
dog.
he only know me. He only know me of fighting and being aggressive and doing SOS meetings back then with Lee and C Blades and stuff like that. So
Right.
but once he seen me doing this tragic, this change, he's just like, yo, like I ain't know you even know how to sing. So I was I was really appreciative that they even chose me to be a part of this project. And I also have a lot of things coming out. I got some things coming out with Kazi Stone, the Shout Out to Bro. I got some things coming out with Flea.
Sure.
Shotgun Suge. We actually did the movie, so
Right,
that's supposed
right.
to be
I'm
dropping.
part of the movie too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and him.
Oh, see, I must have shot different. I must have shot different
And
scenes.
my
with
other
us.
studio, I
I
own
was
another
at one of your
studio.
scenes
Which one?
at TP when y'all was in the
And
back.
TP, yeah. And
Oh,
then-
okay, at what's his name?
All Stars.
All Star Grid. Yeah,
right.
okay.
And then I own a studio in Elizabeth.
Okay.
He was at my studio there. In that studio, I got a music studio, podcast studio, and that editing studio. He was.
Oh,
He
okay.
was there
That's
for
dope. Yeah. So I have a project also coming out, but it's been on pause because I have all this going on with Jerry Wonder
Right.
and Roz Baraka. But yeah, I got
You
a lot
need
of
to drop
things
your
coming.
project. Fuck everybody else's project.
No.
and
We
do
actually,
your
I'm
book.
actually about to, and I have a documentary that's dropping also.
So I'm about to drop an audio book. I'm
Okay.
just telling you right now, it's one of the easiest things to record. We all rappers.
Okay.
You can record your story easily
Or,
without.
Yeah.
or let that other stuff drop first to get some new faces on it,
Right.
and then drop her shit.
Absolutely.
You got new eyes on you.
That's a fact. That's dope.
Yeah.
You right.
So right now, everybody trying to get me on features, but I be trying to tell everybody, in the industry, Jay-Z is not there on everything. Beyonce is not everything.
I need
Everything
you on
don't
one though.
consist of.
I need you on one. You know, I drop an album every month. I've been dropping an album every month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I did it. I do 100,000 streams a month almost. Like last
Okay.
month. My shit dropped last week. I'm at 14,000 streams. I'm like a stream artist. You know, I've been dropping music for years.
Yeah,
So every time I drop something,
I
I've been
was
out for 10 years.
Okay.
So every time I drop an album,
Max, tell the people
Yeah,
where
man.
they can find you at so you can
Okay.
get up out of there.
yeah, get your ass the fuck out of here. Go do it.
But Jack can find me on Instagram, Monique the Star. I have a lot of music on Apple Music on all platforms. So, when they hit me up. But you got to come money ready.
Get it right.
The Instagram tag is Love Max 2.0. Look out for my lash company coming.
Okay.
Okay.
Look out for the mixtape coming out next summer.
That's cap.
I'm talking mad shit like Birdman on the track.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna be rapping. I'm gonna be talking mad
Some
greasy
nut
shit.
I mean H&F Entertainment on Instagram.
Look out for the weed line coming
Fergie
out,
Francisco on Instagram. I mean, we outside for real.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the first lady right here, Monique the
We'll go outside
Star.
and
We
come
outside.
We outside.
Editing he doing, bro. He on top of his game. That different.